Hey partner, I'm Barry, your pocket crew chief, the very first AI-powered mechanic for sim racing. Got a car that's a little loose or tight? Just tell me how it's handling, and I'll whip up instant setup recommendations just for you. Want me to get even more precise? Snap a picture of your setup, and I'll fine-tune it to perfection. And hey, I'm not just about giving orders. I'll explain why every adjustment matters, so you can really understand your ride. I'll even teach you the science behind the setup. Ever wonder why the track bar is so important? I've got the answer. With Pocket Crew Chief, I'll make you smarter, faster, and race ready. So what are we waiting for? Let's build to win.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
In endurance racing, strategy makes the difference between victory and defeat. Introducing Overcut, the all-in-one platform that brings your team together. Manage your teams for iRacing events with seamless Discord integration, stint planning, and real-time intelligent race strategies. Overcut, built by racers for racers.
Wednesday nights are for racing. Well, every day is for racing around here at V-Speed, but tonight it's the penultimate race for the Spark Pocket Crew Chief Winter Series, and it's going to be here at Las Vegas for the #1 Hero Cards 111. Welcome back to V-Speed booth. As always, I'm your host, Logan Threlkeld, and here beside me, Sky Shrek once more. Sky, it's time to roll the dice here in Sin City. Do you think tonight will come down to pure luck, or will it be pure driver skill?
I think it's going to be a really good one here tonight at Vegas. This track always requires a bit of luck, as do many races, but this is one of the more, I'd say, skill-oriented tracks. Luck, as do many races, but this is one of the more, I'd say, skill-oriented tracks on the schedule. Vegas is a track that's all about tire saving, making sure you hit it just right. Can be very, very tricky around here if you're not careful, and you need to make sure you don't end up in a ditch by the end of it.
This track, very much a driver's track. It takes a lot of effort to get around this little 1.5 mile circuit here that we have. bring up our track information here momentarily. Once we get through these sponsors here, there it is, the last one being Overcut. Track map up on your screen. Las Vegas Motor Speedway opened up in 1996. 1.5 miles around, 20 degrees of banking in the corners, and 8 degrees of banking across the front stretch. That's nearly as much as Dover on the front stretch. However, it does not race like Dover whatsoever. Those wrecks. Sky, why don't you give us a quick rundown on our points here, as we are so close to seeing a champion being crowned.
Yeah, our point situation is really close, especially at the top of the board there, with Jacob Bradley just 5 points ahead of Braxton DeWeese. Levi Cox was up there, but an early DNF last race has put him all the way back to 4th, and a good finish for Chris Smith has vaulted him straight back into contention here with 2 races to go. Rest of your field is going to be Johnny Rapp in 5th, Justin Wilson 6th, LeBeau, he got a race win earlier this year. Pienta 8th, Danforth 9th, Chase Berry just won last week in 10th, Rye Jones 11th, Jake Mackey tied for 11th and 12th.
So it's a little bit of a point shakeup here going into the night. Only one more to go next week, where we will see a champion crowned at Atlanta. But tonight here, yes, it does say 110 laps on the schedule. I can promise you it is 111 for the night. But Atlanta ultimately being the championship race, we'll have to keep an eye on that and see where we're going to be going into the points for that race. It's surely going to get mixed up a little bit more here tonight. It looks like our grid is being set. So let's get right into the action here. Sky, what do you say?
I'm ready for it. Let's see who won the Evan Pienta Designs Pole Award.
So taking our Evan Pienta Designs Pole Award is going to be the 15 of Braxton DeWeese, getting the start that he needs here to keep this momentum rolling. That 15 will take the first spot with a 30.461 next to the 28 of Chris Smith, starting on the outside row. Second row will be the Jacob Bradley machine, number 50, next to the 49 of Devin Jack in 4th. 5th goes to Ryan Jones with a 30.626 next to the 52 of Johnny Rapp in 6th. 7th goes to Justin Wilson in the 58 machine next to the 8 of Ellis Thomas. 9th will be Dylan LeBeau in the 26 and the 55 of Evan Pienta taking up the 10th spot.
And following up from there in 11th, it's going to be Levi Cox in the 54, Ryan Phillips in the 27 in 12th. Back in 13th tonight is going to be the 11 car, Brian Brobst, Laura Wiseman on his E4. Peter Stewart will roll off in 15th tonight in the 9. James Danforth will roll off in 16th position in the